I'm
It's not
I'm
something
curious
else.
too. I saw this TED talk, and man, it intrigued me so much. You use the word you use the word power. How when people feel powerless, they have to grab it from others, or if people are feeling powerless, that's often like a survival strategy to like say, God, how do I, and it's unconscious, it sounds like, for most people, that when we feel powerless, we see other people that look happy, that look powerful, that look successful, whatever. There's this innate urge in us to say, how do I get some power too?
Yeah.
Um, I'm curious. Could you speak a little bit to that as well? Because I think it's kind of tied to happiness also. This sense of how do I feel, powerful in my life.
Sure. I mean, there's uh, everything in this universe is ruled by three aspects. Okay. So
Hmm.
the first one is inertia. So things, there's a force to keep things as they are. So, to hold on to relationships and to have the same routine every day, there's a certain security in familiarity.
Hmm.
That's called tamas. It's the inertia that we have. And then there's a certain urge, which is an opposite urge to inertia, which is to break the inertia and then to do something new. And that's also there. And it depends on the day which one is stronger, right? So, and that's called rajas, right? So you have these two always constantly at odds, pushing and pulling each other. But when they come into harmony, and it's by harmony, I mean that you do it without losing energy. The most efficient way is the most harmonious way. All right. The most energy efficient way to do something is the most harmonious way, and that's that. So whether you're doing something harmonious, like walking in a park, or whether you're just cleaning up a shitstorm left by somebody else, some emotional shitstorm that's affected everybody around you, whatever you're doing, there's the most energy efficient way to do it, and that's called sattva. That's called the way that exists, or the real way, or the only path,
Hmm.
right? So when we know this that there's energy and there's energy efficiency, then we have to agree that there is one way which is more energy efficient than all the other ways, and we've really got to find that. We've got to agree on that. We've got to see that. We've got to try to be in that place, so we don't defend ourselves. We start defending ourselves because we don't want to change, and then we start attacking others because we want them to change.
Hmm.
So we've really got to get in balance of all this and work with energy efficiency, and then we'll be, I think, in our power. We'll be sitting in our full power, centered in the center of your being, which is your Dantin, as the Chinese call it, or as the Indians call it, is the Uddiyana. So you center yourself in the Uddiyana, you let the energy flow into the earth, you let the energy flow out of your arms, you let a cord of energy go up from your head into the sky, and you're really feeling all this. You're connecting to all this at every moment that you exist, and you don't want to lose this connection. By going and connecting to something that has no balance, you stay connected to these things. There's energy at the center of your being. It is connected. It's part of the universe. Your arms can encircle the earth with its energy if you really can feel it inside, which means you need to get your awareness a little more subtle, right? On the surface, all you can feel is pain. But go a level below your pain and you can feel that there is power there. And if you let your pain dictate how you use your power, then you're going to be off balance and a lot of negative stuff is going to happen. So you need to be unfazed by pain. If someone said something painful to you, you need to be unfazed by it because you don't want to lose this connection. If you start connecting to the pain, then you lose all of this balance. So at some point you say, I don't want to ever be imbalanced again. And then you're a great delight to be with. People are so happy to see you if that's what you can do.
It's so
And it's not
interesting. I
fun.
mean, I do, who was that? Henry David Thoreau, right? He said, most people live in silent desperation. That his poem, famous poem or whatever.
Yeah,
And
not much has changed after he wrote it.
I don't think so either. And especially in this modern age of technology or whatnot. I mean, I feel like so many people do have this underlying, and I think even often unconscious pain, you know. And I think that we try to you know, that we see, we see, oh, maybe I won't have this pain, kind of circling back to this concept of getting, how do I feel more powerful, right? We think, oh, maybe I'll, you know, I'll make myself really beautiful. You know, I'll work out, or, you know, man or woman, whatever it is, I'll get thin and I'll get muscles and I'll whatever. Maybe that will help me feel powerful. Or maybe I'll become a millionaire, you know, or a billionaire, and maybe that will make me feel powerful. Or maybe I'll become a famous YouTuber with 10 million followers, and that'll make me feel, you know, powerful or something. I think so often people go and they have a strategy for they have like an achievement strategy to feel a sense of power. But I don't know, man. Like, I worked with one of the top 50 richest men in the world for a while. And I have to say, and he emanated power, right? But his emanation of power came from being a multi-billionaire. And years ago, there was this mini-series that I was in on NBC, and I got to work with this very, very famous actress. She'd been in movies, TV shows. And I just watched her, you know, while I was doing this mini-series thing. And I'm like, huh, she emanates power because she has this position. And I'm like, I'm not really sure she's happy. You know, just kind of watching, I don't know, just observing, like, huh, is she really happy? She's sort of latched onto, you know, she has this powerful position in life. So that, you know, so it intrigues me, this concept of, I'll call it true happiness, this concept of true power. It's a very intriguing concept in, you know, just in life in general, I think.
Yeah, true power is the power to protect what you love, and also to change what you don't love. That's true power.
And I think, Blake, you know, there is a proverb that with great power comes great responsibility. That's very true. When you have power, you have the stress that comes with the power, because of the things that are, because power needs to be kind of maintained every day, right? So there is a maintenance effort and everything that goes with it. Now, if we had to expand on that proverb a little bit more, with great power comes great responsibility, but without power comes great sorrow. So you are damned if you have power, and you are damned if you don't have power. You know, if you don't have power, you are going to every day wake up, you know, as Ashwin said, not being able to be efficient, that you are sad, either that, oh, I don't have, like you said, maybe a ripped body or something, or I don't have $1 million. And yeah, people often, that's what the TV tells everybody every day, doesn't it? That's what the social media tells everybody every day, isn't it? Hey, if you have this car, or if you have a house in, say, LA, you know, that means you are something superior, basically, right? That's the message all the advertising gives out there, and it puts people either under the pressure of having to maintain that if they have it, or the pressure of having to achieve that if they don't have it. And I would like to ask you, Ashwin, how do you think, with your own experience with cannabis, how do you think cannabis or CBD can help a person uh, deal with this pressure of either being something, or the pressure of maintaining being something?
Well, like I said, it's also an adaptogen. It's also it generates neurons. So having CBD or having any of the other cannabinoids, you know, and will activate certain nervous routines. It'll unlock some things, man. It's like a chemical unlocker. So when it goes there, it unlocks your abilities. So you start to become more aware. First of all, what are you doing? You start asking philosophical questions to yourself, where you would be otherwise just running. It calms you down, and you say, let me take a breather. How important is it to rest? We rest 2 days in a week, and we work 5 days. That's stupid. We should be resting 4 days and working 3 days. You know, so that we can.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ashwin. That message does not apply for anybody in our staff. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, I know how it is at CBD India. So that's great. I mean, you guys are doing a great job. It's really like, I love the energy. I love how everybody's enjoying their work. But people are chilling, you know. They're just sitting and chilling and getting work done too, right? So that for me is power, and it's coming from cannabinoids. You're just gonna you're gonna multiply your efficiency. I, I can't even understand why people are not doing it. Why people are not having it.
Yeah.
I can't get it.
I want to clarify one thing too, just for the audience out there. You know, that while a lot of this conversation has been talking about Vijaya products, THC, or even these other ancient plant medicines, ayahuasca and peyote and ibogaine, a large part of what we're doing online in India, with cbdstore.in, are the products that are just CBD. So for anyone out there watching this, who maybe in the back of their head is saying, "Hey, no freaking way, man! Like, I'm never going to do anything that's THC or any of that." Just quick note of clarification: there's a ton of just only CBD products that are part of what we do as well, which is the non-psychotropic phytonutrients of the industrial hemp plant. So which there is incredible health benefits, wellness benefits. I mean, just incredible. I think there's, they've identified over, God, what is it, Vinesh? I mean, I know it's over 100. Is it over 200 phytonutrients and phytocompounds that are in the hemp plant? It's like THC or a couple of the THC's molecules, or just a couple of them. There's all these different cannabinoids, there's flavonoids, there's terpenes, there's this huge profile of phytonutrients, that are in this plant, that have just massive overall, wellness and benefits. So I just wanted a quick note of clarification there for anyone watching.
And Blake, I want to ask you, you have been trying CBD for about 5 years now, right?
Yes, about 5 years. Look,
and have you experienced what we were addressing earlier, the pressure of either wanting to get power, fame, or money, or the pressure of maintaining power, fame, or money? Have you experienced that yourself?
Of course. I mean, it's so human.
And has CBD helped you deal with it?
Well, gosh, especially in this world. I mean, I just think we live in this myth that this like modern world of technology and whatever means we should be happier or whatnot. Like, and I have 3 children, 2 of which are teenagers, now, and I watch the things that they're exposed to, on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, and I compare that to what I'm exposed to in terms of these assumed, kind of the voice in the back of my head, expectations and assumptions of what my life should be, how much money I should make, how my body is supposed to look, how many people a week am I supposed to have saying, "Wow, Blake, you're great job," how much I'm supposed to be getting positive affirmations from people, and it's this constant, like, I think for all of us, it's this constant tug of war of battling these shoulds in life. Oh, I should this. Oh, I should that. Oh boy, yeah, I should have this achievement by now. I'm 47 years old. I should have some recognition. I should have this much money. This should. There's this constant tension in life for all of us around, where we self-analyze where we are right now, and we compare it to some ethereal concept of where we think we should be, or what the journey of life is supposed to be, some unknown destination of where we're supposed to be going in life. And all of that is complete freaking bullshit. It just drives people crazy. And I think it's one of the biggest root causes of suffering. And when it comes, so circling back to your question though, about like CBD products, man, whatever element is in there that does just kind of, Ashwin, like you were saying, just kind of calm you down, just, I think, clinically they talk about anxiety reducing, depression reducing. I don't know what the actual physiological components are, or the biochemistry of it, or how it affects our receptors, but there is something about that cannabinoid those cannabinoid molecules. There's something about the components of this plant that does, for many, many, many people, just help us kind of, get out of our heads a bit and just chill the heck out, and I want to say more easily access that space of like, wait a minute. I love myself. I don't need to measure up to society's expectations, to someone else's expectations. I'm here. I'm in this moment. I'm breathing. I have my people around me. I have my family. I have friends. I have, whatever it is. I'm here in this moment, and this moment is all that there is. This is all of reality in this moment. And I think cannabinoids can really help people just get back to that place of, I'm here. This is here and now. I'm here. I don't need to measure. I don't need to be going crazy in my head of everything I should be doing. Just, I'm here. It's cool. Like, life is beautiful. I don't need 1,000 million things to feel happy or powerful. Life is right here. Life is beautiful. There's enough power innate in this moment. There's enough happiness innate in this moment for all of us. That's if I can just be there, then it's a huge gift. And I think cannabinoids really, really can help people, get there.